Hi everyone, I'm JD from Willow Journals, and I've got the next crafty donation for the mental health fundraiser in front of me. And this comes from the lovely Leslie. Big thank you to Leslie. Super excited to share with you what she has sent in. I'm just absolutely loving the variety of donations and seeing all the different things that people have in their stash. And so many people sending handmade goodies, and it's just wonderful seeing everyone's different styles, and so blown away by people joining in and sending in these amazing crafty donations. If you would like to send one in, you are most welcome. Feel free to email me. My email will be in the description box below. Just let me know. I will let you know my address. Usually I'm asking you for your address when I'm sending out orders, but this time I will let you know my address. And just a reminder, you do not need to send a big package or even a package at all. Honestly, the original vision was just for as many people to get involved, sending one standard sized envelope with a stamp. And just fitting whatever you can fit into a standard envelope. And there is actually so much you can fit, and just slot it through the post box. You can, any paper, the great thing about paper, it's thin, so any little paper goodies, little paper scraps, little cards or stamps or tickets or, any little paper goodies are wonderful. So don't feel like these packages that are coming in are intimidating or overwhelming, and don't feel like you need to have a huge stash or anything. Any little thing, one little paper scrap is great. It's just about, if you have a heart for mental health and for joining in with this community and being part of this fundraiser, then trying to make it as easy as possible, no limits. Send in whatever you want, as small or little as it is. That is amazing. I always say, how many subscribers on this channel? There's like, I don't know, some thousand number of subscribers. Imagine if all 1,000 donated just one little envelope of some paper goodies. That would be amazing. Anyway, that's just my heart and vision. There's also, though, a fundraising page for Beyond Blue, which 50% of the money raised from these mystery packs that are going to be made from the crafty donations will go to Beyond Blue, which is an organisation in Australia that helps with things like depression, suicide, anxiety, and mental health awareness and talking about it and all that kind of thing. And then 50% will also go to helping me publish a book, which is my main big focus this year, aside from this fundraiser. They kind of work hand in hand. This book is something of my own journey, of my own personal struggles and things that have helped me, and just the things I've learned, and all that kind of stuff. It's very therapeutic for me at the moment doing that book, and also just good for my well-being. And hopefully the hope and prayer is that whoever picks up the book will find comfort in it, and they will find some words or images that speak to them that can help with their own well-being. So there is a fundraising page for the Beyond Blue organisation, which I'm donating to throughout the year, and some people have been donating there and to the book fundraiser because postage can be super expensive, and maybe they just don't feel comfortable sending in a crafty donation, and they feel more comfortable or feel like it's more beneficial sending in an actual just monetary donations direct to those pages. So feel free to do that. Those will be linked in the description box below. And I am itching to get ready with packing up all of the mystery packs. So excited to get those happening ASAP. Now I think I'm waiting until April just to give myself all right, April 1st, that's when I'm going to get started. But you're most welcome to keep sending in donations, because I imagine that the mystery packs will be available throughout the year, and as more donations come throughout the year, I'll just keep adding those to the packs. And this whole year I'm all about using the things and using my stash, using the treasures, and decluttering, and if I'm not going to use it, to pass it on. So I have a basket that I've been putting in all of my own donations for this fundraiser. And yeah, I will keep doing that throughout the year, basically. So I'll keep adding more things. And my aim is for every mystery pack, I will have something of mine from my stash in there. So I'm super excited about that. And look at all these amazing goodies from Leslie. She has made all these pouches from like magazines, little bags. How cool is that? So creative. And then she has stuffed them all full of different goodies, and just amazing. Leslie, thank you so much for sharing so many handmade goodies. I know how hard it is to part with the things that I make. I have got like baskets and boxes and trays full of handmade tags, journal cards and pockets. Those for me are the hardest things to part with in my journals. I go to make my journals, and it comes to the time of embellishing them, and I made all of these journal cards and tags to put into the journals, but then I just can't. So how I get around that is I make them in bulk, and so say I make 30, well then I can use 15 in the journals that I make, and I can still keep 15 in the box. But by the time I get down to my last 15, say, I get really, I can't do anything with them. I'm like, no, I want to keep them. So what I'm thinking of doing actually is making myself a new journal, or just using one that I've already made. Let's be honest, probably should do that option. And then using one of each type of item, embellishment, piece of ephemera that I've made, and putting that in my own journal. So that way I can just have one of each, and then I can get rid of all the rest and put them into all of the other journals that I make in my shop. So maybe that will help. Because at the moment, yeah, I'm looking at my shelves right now, and they're just boxes of handmade goodies that, when I made them, I intended to use them in the journals that I make, but they've been in there some of them have literally been in those boxes for years, because I haven't been able to part with them yet. So I get super, super attached to the things that I make. So when people send in handmade goodies for these crafty donations for the fundraiser, I'm just like amazed. You guys, thank you so much for parting with them. I know how painful it can be. So really, thank you so much for sharing these. And all of these will go into the mystery packs that will, go around the world, to different ladies who will make use of these or add these to their own journal projects. And yeah, I love that this is just getting passed around. And I love also that it doesn't have to be handmade goodies. You can send in whatever, and you can even send in things that you wouldn't use yourself. One person's trash is another person's treasure. That's the great thing about it. I've got a lot of things that I have in my stash that I wouldn't use just because it's not a theme or a colour that I like. So I will then pass that on, and for someone else that's their favorite color or that's their favorite theme. So then they get to use that. Now look at this, look at all of these amazing goodies. Again, it's just blown away by what people are sending in. And I can see already, from looking at all of the donations that have come in, that every pack will have some handmade goodies in there. Every pack is going to have some sort of ribbon and lace in there. Every pack, is going to have some paper, some sort of scrapbook paper in there. Every pack, I think, will have some book pages in there. Yeah, it's absolutely wonderful. I am going to do my best to make the packs as even as possible. By the last packs, that might not be as possible. They might have more unique items. But the way I'm going to do this to start off, so it's less overwhelming for me, is just make up the packs as similar as possible and start off with the items that are in bulk. Start off with the items that can go into every single pack. So I might make, 10 packs for the first round, and then another 10 later on, and another 10 later on, and so on. And just start with knowing, okay, well, I've got 10 of all of this, 10 packs done. Okay, I've got 10 of all of this, that can go in the 10 packs. Okay, I've got 10 of these laces that can also go in the 10. I've got 10 of these cards that can go in there. And that way it can just be, for me, more streamlined and more structure to knowing what I'm doing and making sure the packs are, even. And then later on I can make packs, rather than doing them in bulk, 10 at a time. I can make them just one at a time, where they're much more unique packs then, and each pack will be much more unique in terms of the items are very specific to this one pack. But yeah, anyway, that's just me even saying that out loud to give myself an idea of how I'm going to tackle this project. I'm really looking forward to it though. That's my favourite part, is making up the packs. I am really excited about that. In fact, that's sort of half the fun, is forget the money donated. I just want to make up packs to send out to people, because the packs, that organisation, that structure, that makes me so happy. Big special thank you to my beautiful patrons who supported me in January. If you would like to become a patron in February, and the link is down below, and that is where you get access to extra videos, all my printables, all my digital kits in my Etsy. There are post tiers, mail tiers and journal tiers as well. There is a Marco Polo tier and just lots of fun stuff over there. There is also a link to all of my available courses down below in the description box. You can join those anytime for all of my Patreon and courses. They're monthly subscriptions that work just like Netflix or Spotify, and you're charged on the date that you sign up, and you can cancel